Welcome back to Voice Behind the Case, the channel where we explore real stories, uncover the facts, and give a voice to those whose stories deserve to be told. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button now and join our community. We share these stories not just to inform, but to understand, reflect, and honor the lives behind the headlines. Today, we're sharing the story of Kim Lee White, a South African woman whose life was full of promise, love, and ambition, but whose journey was tragically cut short. Stay with me, because this is a story that touches the heart and reminds us how precious life really is. Kim Lee White was born on the 22nd of October 1992 in Cape Town, South Africa. She grew up in a loving household with her mother, Beulah Hartnike. She was one of seven children growing up, learning about family, responsibility, and care for others. Her family remembers her as a determined and cheerful child, always ready to stand up for her siblings and support those she loved. Even at a young age, Kim showed signs of independence and ambition, always wanting to learn, explore, and create opportunities for herself. She attended Trafalgar High School before continuing her studies at Grant High School, both in Cape Town. Here, she excelled academically and was involved in school activities, making friends easily and leaving a positive impression on teachers and classmates alike. After high school, Kim didn't follow the traditional university path but was committed to learning. She completed a diploma in education at the Institute of Education and Training and also earned certifications in IT and professional development. Her pursuit of knowledge showed how determined she was to create a stable and successful future for herself. Before moving abroad, Kim worked as a project manager in Johannesburg, where colleagues remember her as hardworking, professional, and easy to get along with. Her family said she always looked for ways to improve herself, to take on new challenges, and to create opportunities not just for herself, but for those she loved. She was ambitious, caring, and full of energy, the kind of person who could light up a room just by walking in. Her friends and family remember her as bold, compassionate, and someone who was always willing to lend a hand. Kim's journey took her abroad, first to Bahrain, where she followed her passion as a kindergarten teacher. She loved working with children and was deeply committed to helping them learn and grow. Later, she moved to the United States with hopes of building a life with her family. Her family described her as brave for leaving South Africa, venturing into a new country to pursue her dreams, even though it meant being far from the people who loved her most. Kim met Alexander White overseas and their connection grew quickly. By 2021, they were serious, and when Kim became pregnant, they decided to marry. In December 2021, the couple married in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Initially, the family recalls happiness and hope. Her brother Jason described Alexander as calm, supportive, and someone Kim deeply loved. Their marriage represented a new chapter, filled with dreams of family life, travel, and opportunities abroad. But as time went on, concerns emerged. Family interviews revealed controlling behavior, tension, and later allegations of abuse. Life, which had started with hope, began to change in ways that only those closest to Kim could truly feel. Kim and Alexander had a son, Aiden Town, who was born after their marriage. Life as a mother brought her joy and purpose. Her family described her as a loving mother who wanted the best for her child, even while navigating the challenges of life far from South Africa. Unfortunately, after Kim's death, Aiden was placed in the care of family members in the United States. The family has ensured that he will receive the support and care he needs as he grows up, while also setting up a trust fund for his future. Before the tragedy, Kim and Alexander's life seemed typical for a young family abroad. They moved from Bahrain to California and later to Chantilly, Virginia in November 2024. They had hopes, routines, and small joys like family walks, time with their son, and dreams of building a stable life together. Friends and neighbors remember Kim as cheerful, friendly, and approachable. She made friends easily, participated in local activities, and tried to stay connected with her South African roots. She was admired for her energy, positivity, and the care she showed to those around her. On the 24th of May 2025, Kim Lee White's life ended tragically. She was found dead in her home in Chantilly, Virginia. Authorities say that her husband, Alexander, called the police to report a domestic incident. When officers arrived, they discovered that Kim had died from suspected domestic violence and Alexander was arrested. Her death shocked her family and community back home. It also sparked discussions about the challenges faced by South Africans living abroad, particularly women who can feel isolated and vulnerable in new environments. After Kim's death, her family faced the daunting task of bringing her body back to South Africa. Repatriation was estimated to cost around 4,000 to 6,000 US dollars, which is roughly 75,000 to 115,000 rands. The family did not have these funds readily available, so they launched a Back a Buddy crowdfunding campaign to help cover the expenses.
And I'm seeing all these huge hurdles that I have to cross now: documentation, body, Hayden, funeral parlor. How, you know? How? All I can hear is my child saying, "Mommy, help me." And that's always what I dreaded. I want to be with them for my child if they need me. All my kids, if they call me, I must be there, you know. And what was did she call for Mommy? I'm sure she did. And I'm telling myself, even now, I still breathe for her so she could stay alive. Breathe hard, Kim. You should have breathed hard. You should have ran out. You should have yelled. You would have. She's a strong child. But I have to accept. I just can't.
According to the obituary, a private memorial service was held, suggesting that the family may have had to cremate her in the United States. While it is not confirmed whether her body was returned to South Africa, her family's efforts highlight their determination to honor her memory and provide closure. Kim Lee White's story reminds us of how fragile life can be. It highlights the dangers of domestic violence and the isolation that can come with living far from home. Her family's fight to bring her back, their grief, and the love they continue to hold for her son are testaments to her life and legacy. If the story touched you, please take a moment to subscribe to Voice Behind the Case. By subscribing, you will join a community that remembers lives, seeks justice, and learns from the stories of those who came before us. Hit the bell icon to make sure you never miss a new episode. Thank you for listening to the story of Kim Lee White. May her story remind us to cherish our loved ones, to fight for the vulnerable, and to speak up when something doesn't feel right. Let's honor her memory by keeping her story alive.